Hello and welcome everyone to City Transport Simulator. Now, this is another new recent game, one that I've purchased in the Steam Winter Sale. And yeah, I've gone for the tram side of it, not the bus side. And I just grabbed the full collection, so I have all the extra DLC trams. So we're going to take a look at this today and see what it's all about. So yes, so first of all, it looks like we're going to have to set up a profile, but what I'm going to do first is remove the in-game music. I don't like in-game music in games. So, name. Cool. Trains with Nick. Sure. Okay, so we've got generic white people, black or Asian. Very limited choice, but okay. It's not essential, to be honest, in a game like this. Or hopefully not. So let's start the game. So collect postcards from souvenir vending machines, various of Tram sites to learn the history and lore of each location. Cool. So there are collectibles, but it actually, yeah, so it says goes in the history and lore of each location.
Welcome to Tram, a city with a rich history and promising future. Founded in the 12th century, Tram has grown into a bustling hub full of culture and commerce, even becoming one of the first cities in Europe with an electric tram network. Sadly, its once thriving network is not what it used to be anymore and has been neglected for quite some time. This is why our mayor has invested a lot and decided to import some of the finest trams from across Europe to upgrade Tram's network and attract more visitors. But for that, we also need new staff, and that's where you come in. You will drive trams from all over Europe, all while following schedules and traffic rules. With each journey, you'll gain experience to not only create new lines, but also increase the passenger satisfaction and make our tram operation more successful. Rise up, get promoted, and drive a tram network designed by you. But before you can get started, you'll need to pass your tram driving test. So, hop on board and get ready for your first ride through Tram. Good luck!
Okay, that was cool. That is how you start a game, people. Yeah. Right, so we have mouse and keyboard, but it says that we could also use a controller, which I have plugged in. So I'm going to see how it is on controller, because this sort of game that I could sit back and relax and play on controller. So come up here and right, the drag. Okay, that didn't seem to want to do anything. So we'll jump in the seat. So press Y to close door 1, which is that one there. Yeah. Bit awkward to try and click on there, but as it says, we can use Y. The door is fully closed. Press select to switch to passenger view. Nice. And press it again to exterior. So pretty, yeah, pretty generic tram that I think of for Europe. The older style. So we can go overhead and back into the cockpit. Okay. Move left trigger forward to accelerate the tram. Ah, that's cool. So it works as a dead man's handle. So if you can see I'm pushing it forward about 31%. If I let go, we'll just coast. Right. And there you go. It's now telling us we can transition from acceleration to smooth coasting. We can do 30 around here. Let's get it up there then. But I can see we have got a 20 limit coming up, which is where it's going to tell us if we pull back on the left stick, we can reduce our speed. I love that. That's really intuitive. I like that. And looks like we're going to be stopping about here. Cool. So press X to activate the door release. Wait a few seconds till all the passengers are boarded. We've got a mirror there, so we can see back. Lock the doors again. And press left bumper to activate the left indicator. Nice. And we're going to pull away nice and gently.
Nächster Halt Eichenweg. Übergang zu den Linien 4 und 106.
Yes. Right. Deactivate the indicator. Right, so may as well keep this at 20. Got green lights, so we can go through. It's gonna cruise up. Here we go. Of course, we've got to slow it back down again now. And coming into start. There we go. There. Let people get off and on. Taking a look in our mirror on the right hand side. That sounds busy outside. Right. And away we go.
Nächster Halt Lauritostraße. Übergang zur Linie 4.
I'm assuming that that is instructions in German that we are whatever the next station is. Which I get why it's in German. Because although this is a fictional city, it's very much European based from what I can tell. 2 seconds for the passengers to board. And away we go again. Now I'm gonna... Oh, we're going right. Okay.
Nächster Halt Sonnengasse. Übergang zu den Linien 4 und 106.
And there we go. Introduction completed. Right, so optimize your experience. So we're just completed in regular mode. Would you like to continue playing in this mode? Yes. Easy play mode offers simplified controls. So door release, lighting and set switches are no. Well, I've never driven a tram before, but I want to play regular mode, suitable for our experienced tram drivers. We're going for it. So, complete missions and tasks to gain additional XP. So, the basic premise from what I gather is that we are going to go through and level up, and we're going to get more routes unlocked as we go through. So, anyway, let's start with the basics. So, tram signals look very much like traffic lights, but instead of red, yellow and green, they only use white lights. Each light can show a different symbol with a distinct meaning. Okay. So when there is a tram signal and a traffic light, only tram signals are relevant. Only need to obey regular traffic lights when there is no tram signal. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Horizontal bar means stop, yes. Circle means caution. You may proceed, but the signal can switch to stop at any moment, right? So, similar to an amber or yellow light on a traffic light. And vertical bar means proceed. You may continue to drive. I understand all that. So, wait for the signal in front of you to switch to proceed. So, as I show in there, so we can accelerate. Right, let's go 100%, see what this baby can do. And stop at next signal. So as you can see up there, we only have a red light. We don't have... Ah, yes, I spotted that, but now it's going to tell us what it means. So intersections, you can go multiple directions. There is a separate signal for each direction, which you can see over here in the background. So, for example, at this intersection, the left signal is for turning left and the right signal is for going straight. Yep, because as you see in the road, that's the way the tracks are going. One signal shows proceed. Rotation of the vertical bar indicates the direction the tram is allowed to go. Yeah, that's helpful because, yeah, if you start going straight up and you're supposed to be going to the left, yeah, you know something's gone wrong. If the bar is rotated to the left, trams, yeah. Rotate to the right, tram is allowed to turn right. If the bar is not rotated, the tram is allowed to go straight ahead. Understood. And I'm guessing we have to indicate whether we're going left, right, like a normal vehicle. So there we go. So we've got our left. So I'm going to indicate left. Which is a bit bangy round there. There we go. So upcoming speed limit. Right, this is helpful. So a yellow triangle with a black number indicates an upcoming speed limit. Does this mean that eventually then we can potentially drive this thing without the HUD? The number multiplied by 10 indicates speed. Yep. So 2 is 20 kilometers an hour. 5 is 50. Yep. When you drive past this signal, you should start slowing down. Should start slowing down at that, or should be down to that when we reach it? Ah, right. So black rectangle indicates the start of the speed limit. Yep. So after passing this signal, you must not exceed the indicated speed limit. Yep. A white rectangle with an E on it indicates the end of the speed limit. Does that mean that 50 is the maximum allowed then? Presumably. After the rear of the tram has passed this signal, you may accelerate again. Cool. Continue driving. So there's the number 2 overhead, look. So we know we need to start, slow down.
Nächster Halt Eichenweg. Übergang zu den Linien 4 und 106. Fahrtende. Bitte aussteigen.
There we go, we're at 20 for the square. You have to keep a slight speed up as you're coming around the bend. Right. Bring it to a halt. You know what, guys? I'm really enjoying this, if you hadn't guessed. So here we go, career mode. In career mode, you take the reins for budding transportation companies starting from the ground up. Strategize route planning, manage your operation resources, and take part in the day-to-day operations. Thus, we don't have to drive all the trams, but we can set up. Oh, yeah, I'm liking the sound of this. So, start session. Embark on an exciting journey through the bustling streets of the city. Well, we know what we're doing on there. Manage my operation. Okay, let's have a look at this. So Herbert Strauss has said, welcome to the team. Dear newcomers, congratulations on passing your tram driving test. I swear I haven't been drinking. It's time for your first official ride through Tram. As you know, Tram recently increased public transport funding to revitalise our tram network. But to ensure that these funds flow, the residents of Tram must use public transport. So it's up to us to follow the rules and get our passengers to their destination safely and on time. This is the only way that we can ensure that Tram Transit receives the support it needs to expand our network and purchase modern trams. Excellent. I wish you much success on your first real tram ride. Best regards, Herbert Strauss, Head of Operations. Cool. So welcome to the Operations Overview. In this menu, you can manage your entire operation from the operation name and lines to the vehicles and much more. Under Operation Details, you can add your own personal touch to your operation. We are going to do that. Under Edit Timetables, you can get an overview of all timetables in the city and edit them. Not going to edit any timetables just yet. We need to get a grip of what's going on before we do that. And you can buy or sell vehicles under Vehicle Fleet. Excellent. Under Manage Lines, you can create your own lines or edit existing ones. Under Edit Stations, you can rename stations and then adjust the pronunciation of the station announcements. What? What? This panel gives you an overview of how happy people are with the public transport network and operating decisions in Tram. Cool. So, yeah, people are not happy with us, are they? Looking at this, so we've got 5 lines and no one's happy. Overall happiness score shows how happy people are in Tram. Value can change to new or optimized lines, generous network coverage, and passenger capacities. Once you have reached a certain happiness milestone, you will receive an experience bonus, which will give you more experience for each correctly performed action in the game. So yes, we need to get 100% XP on every route. That's my goal. Don't think I'm going to have you guys here with me for that, but not every step. Let me know in the comments if that is something you would like its full playthrough. Or maybe I just bring you in every now and then, show you my progress. This list shows the average happiness of passengers on individual lines. The higher the value, the better. Yes, makes sense. Under Show More Details, you can get more detailed overview of how the lines are performing and where there is still room for improvement. Cool, so yeah, that will be helpful. Because looking at that, you can see line 1, 1.8 of 5, but we don't know what's wrong. So, cool. Right. So we've read that. Right, timetable. Okay, in this menu you can get an exact overview of the timetable for the line. On the left hand side you will find the settings that allow you to fine tune the timetable to suit your preferences and operational needs. Well, I'm not going to mess around with the timetable, as I said, until I get a fuller grasp of what we're doing. Start and end time indicates when this line operates and has a direct influence on the possible start times that you can select before a game session. The interval represents the time gap between vehicles. Shorter intervals require more vehicles, result in increased passenger happiness. I'm guessing we need to own enough trams though to send them out. Just pause times to impact the frequency of vehicles along the line, considering that longer pauses reduce the number of vehicles, as well as better buffer in case of delays but extend the interval between services. Ensure pausing vehicles do not impede other non-pausing vehicles at terminus stations, which might disrupt the overall schedule. Good point. We need to learn what the terminus stations are and, yeah, minimal pausing. Changes are displayed in the timetable time axis on the right. Time is displayed on the horizontal axis. Yep. Vertical axis shows how many vehicles are needed on the line to meet the schedule. Active journeys of the vehicles from terminus to terminus are visually depicted by boxes varying in size based on the journey's duration. Okay, so that's why this one, that box is shorter than this. So yeah, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes from, yeah. I can't pronounce that. The active journeys of vehicles. Yep. With the zoom feature, you can switch between several zoom levels to get a better overview. Space between the journeys is the break the vehicles must take at the respective terminus. Once the timetable has been adjusted, vehicles can be assigned to the line in the next step. Right. You know what? Like I say, I'm not going to change any of that right now. So, let's click on here. Vehicle fleet menu. This is the exciting stuff, guys. What vehicles do we have? In the vehicle menu, you can get an overview of your vehicle fleet, purchase new vehicles, or remove vehicles from your fleet. In the market, you have an overview of all available vehicle types that you can obtain. When you buy a new vehicle, this is displayed in your depot. In your depot, you have an overview of all vehicles in your operation. You can sell vehicles if they are not assigned to a line. Right. Well, the buses don't count because we are not playing the bus stuff. So, do I not have GT6 DLC? I'm going to have to look at that. So we have the Ulf A1, 42 seats, 94 standing room. We have the GT8N, which has 55 seats, 95 standing room. So we currently own four Ulf A1s. Which are these? Kind of want a GT8N. We've got the E1. Just a little ditty. It's wheelchair unfriendly. Seats 39 with 66 standing. As you can see, it's much cheaper. So, you know what? Let's add 2 of those to the depot. Hang on. How many did that take off now? Right, I'm going to buy one of these. We've got 120 of 600. Ah, insufficient vehicle slots. Okay. Because I thought we had 440. So minus 440 minus 60 is not 120. Right. Okay. So if you press the info button, it'll run through all of the stuff. Right, so edit stations. Yeah. Am Wiedensee. Amstrasse. Baumanstrasse. Bernhard Splat. Daniel Splat. David's Weg. Eglandsdorf. Eichenberg. Right. Let's... Okay. Fakultätsstraße? Florianstraße? Friedrich Schneider Straße. Right, let's Hauptbahnhof, yep. Heimatmuseum, Helen Weber Straße. Hiawatha Park, nice. Josephshof, Kaiser Park. Right, let's... Right, so you can overwrite the default station name. Some panels can show station names in 2 lines. Leave station second line name empty if you always only want to use only 1 line. The phonetic text is used by TTS to pronounce a station name. You can adjust it to make the station name sound different in announcements. Okay. So let's try Birchford. Birchford. Excuse me. Playtest announcement.
Nächster Halt Merkheford. Nächster Halt Merkheford.
Okay, Fod. No. Let's try.
Nächster Halt March.
Yes, we're gonna call it March. Because
Nächster Halt March.
yes. We now have March, the bearer ring. Okay, so there we go. Right, this video's gone on long enough, I think. So, oh, we can change. Oh, what?
Last stop. Please take your belongings with you.
Last stop. Please take your belongings with you. Last stop. Please stop. Stop. Last stop.
Like in version 11.
Last stop. Please take your...
Okay, we're... Right. Change operation name. What? Hang on. Yes. So, TWN. Transit. Yes. Change logo. Oh, my days. Oh. I want to unlock. Do we have to play through to unlock all these? I mean, that's cool. I like that. So tell us. No. How to unlock it? No. You know what? Oh, I didn't. Oh, you muppet. Right. EWN transit. Apply changes. Now you can go back. Is that saved? Yes. Excellent. View collectibles. Well, we have none. But yeah, there we go, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. I rather like it. Now, I do have Tram Sim, both Munich and Vienna, to take a look at. And they'll be coming over the next month, I'd say. As I am generally going to transition away from game series to more take 2 or 3 shots at a game and then move away. Because I found that what happens generally with these things is I'll play a game, I'll really like it, and I'll get it in my head, right, we've got to make a series of it. And then time becomes an issue, and I can't just pick the game up and play. And it's a real shame. It's like Railroader. I found that I could sit back and grind all day just playing. But you have to grind so much in that game to get anywhere, to unlock the next thing. So trying to do something different in every video was very hard. And that's why that series died. So I don't want to get into that stage of doing that with all different games. Transport Fever 2 is an exception. We're going to keep on going with that. But if you want to see more videos of this, as I say, I'm not going to turn it into a full series, but if you want to see how we get on with our career, let me know down in the comments and I'll make that happen for you. But with that said, I'm going to close this video up now. So thank you ever so much for watching if you made it this far, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.